Welcome to the news flash from Manchester Islamic Centre and Didsbury Masjid. Addressing all the brothers and sisters who attend the masjid, this news is not only to update you of the recent events, but is also questioning the Board of Trustees for the mismanagement of charity funds. Today's question: why are there new projects every Laylatul Qadr? Today, my brothers and sisters, I address you directly and plead to you to understand the importance of charity in Islam. Charity is your responsibility towards donating from your sustenance that Allah has provided to you. We are here in this dunya to worship Allah and Him alone. For this, Allah has made Himself responsible for providing sustenance or rizq to us. It then becomes our responsibility to use that sustenance in the guidance of Quran and Sunnah. Please allow me to quote you some verses from the Quran relating to charity and zakat. O you who believe, give in charity of the good things you earn, and of what we have brought forth for you out of the earth, and do not aim at giving in charity what is bad. Surah Baqarah, Ayat 267. If you give in charity openly, it is well, and if you hide it and give it to the poor, it is better for you. Surah Baqarah 271. The Arabic word charity is sadaqah, from sidq, meaning truth. Truth, a rare commodity that Manchester Islamic Centre does not have. To attain the blessings from Allah, one must make an effort in placing your charity and zakat where it belongs. By that, I mean finding the right people who deserve it much more than others. That being said, every Laylatul Qadr habitually, Manchester Islamic Centre asks for charity every year. Money has been collected year on year without any evidences or outcomes for what the charity money was collected for. It is brought to our notice that even this year, a plan to collect over £300,000 to build a school is going to be requested. As for what we understand, this is just another fraud and nothing else. The center unsuccessfully has closed a previously running school and now wants to reinvest into building another one. Please keep in mind that the center does not have any license or any prior approval for building a school, what they are going to be requesting for. One of the gentlemen at the center opposed to the idea and requested information about previous year's projects. Only last year, a sum of £35,000 was collected for fencing around the center, installing a gate, a shed, and placed tar on the parking area, for which the cost incurred was one-third the money collected from charity. Since then, all precautions are being put in place to remove this gentleman from the masjid or not allow him on the 27th of Ramadan. On your screen, you see a text message from one of the trustees to all the employees to not allow this gentleman into the masjid. I urge all my brothers and sisters, a masjid is a place that is open to public. It is not a property of one man to decide who is going to enter and who is not. It's the house of Allah, and the house of Allah opens their gates to everyone. I have no words but to call these people Pharaoh. It was also brought to our notice that an agreement was signed with the masjid imam and one of the trustees to give him 4% of all the charity collected. On your screens, you will see the email that is related to the exact subject from the one who is asking and the one who is approving. The names have been blurred to maintain the confidentiality rule of YouTube. Two things come to mind at this point. Allah says in the Quran that the people who collect charity for Allah can keep 1/5 of the charity for themselves, provided they do not have a fixed salary. Second, the hadith of Prophet Muhammad comes to mind. When you see people sitting in positions who are unqualified to do that particular job, know the end is near. In this situation, the one who asked for the money and the one who approved for the money to be given, both are unqualified for the position according to this hadith. In my previous video, the reply to David Spencer, I very clearly mentioned that the Imam needs to be qualified. In this video, I prove exactly that, and I declare the Imam is not qualified. The trustees and the management failed to realize that the building supporting Manchester Islamic Center is serving the purpose for a place of worship. Enough has been built, enough has been taken, enough charity has been asked. We ask, what community support does the Manchester Islamic Center deliver to the community? We further ask the management and the trustees, what more can you build that will serve the community as a whole? Manchester Islamic Center reminds me of the glass that is overflowing with water, but the thirst of the trustees and the management is not quenched. With mismanagement and greed, Manchester Islamic Center already has projects from the previous collections that are unsuccessful and have yielded no results, and yet they demand for more. We also ask, if the rental money is not enough from the buildings that are owned by the center, why is there no audit done for that? Why do we not have any information? Easier said than done. My brothers and sisters, please look around and give your charity in the hands of the needy. Please do not give your charity to these thieves who have nothing better to do but to be pharaohs. I have personally gone to different mosques around the area who have complete transparency and are very honest people on the management and the board of trustees.